Hey, today we're doing a thing, and today's thing is the second part of my top 20 Disney songs from movies. This is part 2. First off, we're going to get that intro going, that Halloween intro, and then we're going to go through the last 10 songs from last week's video, in case you missed it. And if you want to watch it, I'll leave it in the top right here with the little eye, and in the description as well. Probably I may forget, but I don't know. Most probably it'll just be in the corner because I'm very forgetful. But with that being said, let's get that intro going and let's get on to our top 10. So in just a moment you will see the bottom 10 of the top 20 going up the screen in a very nice font, a very nice orderly manner. I'm going to read them out as they go up, so let's go. We have at number 20, Beauty and the Beast. Number 19, Just Can't Wait to Be King. Number 18 is Kiss the Girl. Number 17, This Is Halloween. Number 16, What's This? Number 15, Be Prepared. Number 14, I Won't Say I'm in Love. Number 13, Gospel Truth. That is the two that were together. For 14 and 13, I couldn't decide where to put them. At number 12, we have The Bare Necessities. And at number 11, we have Part of Your World. Now that the bottom 10 are out of the way, let's continue to our top 10. Okay, so starts off this top half of the top 20. At number 10, the bottom of the top 10, we have One Jump Ahead from Aladdin. Now, it is on this list because it is a catchy song. It invites people to know Aladdin and what he is at the beginning. He's just a simple street rat or a thief trying to make his way in Agrabah by stealing a loaf of bread, because he can't afford to buy it. Now, the guards are after him, and it makes sense that they are high on thievery and things like that, but it is there because it is a great song to listen to, and a great song to capture and set the scene. That's why it's at number 10. So moving on to number 9. Number 9, we have Gaston from Beauty and the Beast. Now, Gaston, the song itself, is very catchy, and Gaston is one of my top 10 Disney villains. So if you want to check that out, be sure to go and click on this little thing here, and it'll take you to that video of my top 10 favourite villains. Now, the reason Gaston is on this list, we are going to look at both of them, from the live action and from the animated as well, because I liked both of them. The live action one was different in a way. I noticed there was some differences, but it was good differences. And the animated version is obviously the original and the probably my opinion the better one, because you can never redo an original and make it better. So that's just my opinion. But number 9 is Gaston, and it is just very catchy. It's LeFou boasting Gaston up because, you know, he needs it at the time. He's feeling a bit down. So LeFou's job is to boast him up with this very catchy song in a bar. And what better way to do it than to talk about his achievements, his traits, and just completely ignore his flaws. Yeah, that's why it's at number 9, because it is very motivational to Gaston, and I like it. So that's number 9. We're going to move on to number 8. Number 8 is Love is an Open Door, and this is by far my favourite Frozen movie, hands down. Yes, the pun was intended. There's going to be quite a lot of them on this channel, so if you're in for some puntertainment, be sure to stick around and click like. Yeah, I'm don't know why I did that, but you know, hey, Love is an Open Door is a great song. It is a great love song. It is not To me, it's not your traditional love song where it's all slow and steady. It's more upbeat and poppy, and yeah, it sets itself from the other romance songs on Disney movies, which I like. So it's at number 8. It is by far my favourite Frozen song, and let's move right along to number 7. Okay, so at number 7 we have You're Welcome from Moana. Now, Moana to me, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't care for the story that much, to be fair. It was good, it was a good movie, but I didn't care for the story. I was more interested in the songs. Shiny wasn't my favourite. It's not even made this list. It didn't even come to mind, to be fair. You're Welcome though. I had trouble trying to place this one, and for the reason that there are 2 reasons. It is very historical, and I like that with the Polynesian mythology that they believe in and things like that. From Maui being a demigod and being able to bring islands up from the sea, it is a great mythology, and it's a very fun topic to read about and learn about. And the song itself was catchy, upbeat, and it was dance worthy. I'm going to say dance worthy. Yeah, that's the word of the day, or the thing of this video. Dance worthy. That's what it was. So yes, that is what that is, and I really enjoyed it. It was a good song, and The Rock portrayed Maui perfectly, I think. So we're going to move on to number 6 and see what we've got. Okay, rolling in at number 6, we have Try Everything from Zootopia. Now, Zootopia is a great movie. I love that movie to bits. Fortunately, it didn't reach my top 10. Which you can feel free to go check out by clicking that little card in the right there. But it is definitely one of my favourites Disney movie out there. Just the way they work themselves around certain subjects and aspects that I think is very, very important in today's media and things like that. But yes, Try Everything is a great song. It is motivational. It is inspiring. It is catchy. It is sung by Shakira. It is all of this and all of that, and times it with that and put in a little bit of Disney magic, and boom, you've got a song. But it is very important to know that it is there to help. And even in the lyrics says, if you fail, just try again. And to quote unquote the song, try everything. Because if you're not trying everything, then you are failing. If you've tried it once, you've succeeded in that thing. And you can carry on and try again if you feel you need a little bit more practice at it. But it's a good song. I enjoy it. Very catchy. I can listen to it many a times. So let's move on to number 5, halfway of this one, 3/4 of the way through the full top 20. Okay, so at number 5 we have He Milo No Lilo, and I'm pretty sure I pronounced that wrong, but as you can see it is above my head here, and it is from Lilo and Stitch. Now this song is one of my favourites from Lilo and Stitch. It is very catchy, it soothes, it sets the mood for the movie at the beginning, and it's very, very entertaining and very, very calming to listen to for me personally. I'm a huge fan of Polynesian island ways from Hawaii and all that type of stuff. It is always so cool to look at, and I find it mesmerizing to look at. The songs are no different. The songs mesmerize me, and they are very, very catchy, and I just love that. So this is why it's at number 5. We have another one coming up from Lilo and Stitch in the top 10, but we are at number 4 just after this. Okay, so at number 4 we have Be our guess. Now, I am specifically talking about the animated version of Beauty and the Beast, not the live action movie version, because I did not like that adaptation of that song. I feel they ruined it, and it was just so out of place. It just felt uncomfortable, and to me it felt really awkward when I was watching that movie. So the animated version is by far one of my favorites from Beauty and the Beast. It is catchy, captures what France are famous for, with their exquisite dining, their wines, their cheeses, their foods, their table service, everything. Everything is captured in that one 3-minute-ish song. It could be a little less, could be a little bit more. But they capture it all in that song. And Lumiere in that is just fantastic. Lumiere in the live action by Ewan McGregor. I'm sorry, Disney. I don't like it one little bit. But that's not to decide at the moment. We are talking about the songs, and Be Our Guest is by far my favourite Beauty and the Beast song from the whole movie. So, with that being said, we are going to move on to our bronze position at number 3. Okay, so at the bronze position, now like I say with every top 10 video, these were particularly hard to do. Now, Dig a Little Deeper is at number 3, and it is at number 3 because it is by far my favourite Princess and the Frog movie out of the whole franchise, out of the whole movie. Now, it was a cross-up between Dig a Little Deeper and Dr. Fasile's song. Now, Dr. Fasile's song isn't on this list because I like Dig a Little Deeper just that little bit more. Just that little tiny bit more. So that's why it's on the list. The reason it's on the list is because it's catchy, it is fun to listen to, and it gives a deeper meaning of saying that magic, if it was available, can't fix everything. You've got to do the work. And again, to quote unquote the music, the song, you've got to dig a little deeper, and that's what they all do to find them true inner selves and work to be the best of themselves, which is just great. And I like that. So that's why it's at number 3. But we're going to move on to the silver position at number 2. Okay, so at number 2 we have Oogie Boogie's song. Now, Oogie Boogie is, if you don't know, you can go and watch this video up here for my top 10 Disney villains. Oogie Boogie is on there, and his song obviously is going to be on here because his song is the whole reason why I love him. Just the way he brings himself into the movie, the way he sings his song, the way he presents himself throughout the movie and presents himself in the musical that he does. He's just phenomenal. I love it to bits. It is by far my favourite Nightmare Before Christmas movie song. And it stands to reason why, because it is just so, it's catchy. It's that jazz that I like. It's that catchiness. It's that upbeat funk tempo that I enjoy. And yes, it is very much up my alley with that type of music. So, it is not my number 1 song. My number 1 song is coming up next, and it's going to be a good one. So, bringing home the gold in this top 20, this mammoth list of Disney songs that I compiled over 2 videos, is just, I've got to say, this was tough. It was hard. And obviously we've got the recap at the beginning of this video from the last video. And you know, obviously you've been watching this video to get to this number 1, so you don't need a recap for this. But oh my gosh, what a hard thing to do this was. But obviously I came to a decision with it, and obviously it is here. I am ready to do it. At number 1, ladies and gentlemen, let's get a drum roll please. We have Hawaiian Roller Coaster Ride from Lilo and Stitch. Now I'm going to tell you exactly why this is on the top of the list and why it's my personal favourite Disney song. The reason it's on the top of the list is because it is from my favourite Disney movie, and it encaptures the perfect well, the picture perfect moment of a family, even when things are hard and people are struggling, they seem to find time to have a nice time. And obviously, Nanny and David and Lilo and Stitch have all gone surfing. If you've not watched the movie, there are spoilers from this point on. So yes, Lilo, Nanny, Stitch, and David all go surfing, and David teaches Lilo how to surf, and Stitch goes along for the ride on the back of the surfboards, and it just captures that perfect moment of, even when things are very, very hard, you always find a way to make good in the world for you and your family. Now, the reason it is my favourite Disney song is because it is so very much relaxing, and it's got that Polynesian beat that I like in the movie, and it just sets the scene so well with that song, and it's perfect because a Hawaiian roller coaster ride, from my understanding, is to go surfing because you are surfing the waves, you are up and down, and it also, to me, it gives another reason. From the family point of view, it is, no matter how much you go downhill, there's always a way to get back uphill to enjoy the view and to enjoy the good times, even if times are struggling and going downhill. But that is just my interpretation. That might not be it, but obviously I have my own say. I've got my own mouth. I'm using it to make these videos. I've got my own opinion, and you're here listening to it. So, those were my top 20 Disney songs. Please, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give a big thumbs up to the video and comment down below who your favorite Disney character, what your favorite Disney movie is, or your favorite Disney song from a Disney movie, should I say. And be sure to hit that subscribe button if you have not done so already by pressing that big shiny red button, pressing that little ding-a-ling bell so you can stay up to date with all my new videos on Tuesdays, Thursdays and Saturdays. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, the next video I will see you in. But until then, stay classy, YouTube.